Hello and welcome to Adobe Chat's B2B Marketing Demystified. I'm your host, Joe Escobedo, and with me today is our special guest, Elizabeth Wong, who is the Marketing Director at BIOTRONIK. Thanks so much for being on the show, Lisa.
Yeah, nice to have me here. Thank you, Joe.
Absolutely. Really excited to have you on. So for today's conversation, we'll be focusing on healthcare marketing in Asia Pacific. So I'd really love to find out more about, the space, customer experience. And I know healthcare for the most part is highly regulated. So I'd love to hear, are there any customer experience requirements that are unique to the healthcare space?
It's true. I work for a medical device industry, so it's highly regulated. Before COVID, we heavily relied on having medical congress where there's a lot of clinical study being announced and published and first time, disclosed. So we have physicians who are getting together and then they understand the implication of those clinical study and how those impacting their practice. With the COVID, obviously this is almost not like it's almost impossible. So everything actually go into online. So we also quickly adapt a digital approach and trying our best to navigate this period of time. The most important that we keep finding what physicians really need to know and what are the information that can help them to carry on the practices. And even in the COVID difficult times, the lesson learned and start in very early days how they put in the protective devices or how they schedule cases, but at the same time what are the major clinical study that help them to understand a little bit more. So I think this is probably the biggest thing. We're still keeping the core very focused, but at the same time we make sure the whole online digital experience from cradle to grave, basically we all tied in together. Obviously, we use a lot of Mercado. It's not really replacing them, but making it's a tools to help them. If they cannot visit, so many hospitals at the same day or same time, Mercado in a way help them. We get on with Mercado on this sort of partnership with the sales rep, and we also analyze the data and sharing with them. Some are the hot leads and some are not. So they hope that it could be helpful to assist when they plan the physician visit. Still an effort to make them understand and trust. So in order to that appropriately, we make sure that we fully respect this is the physician information. So we're not easily, we're not doing like spam and also overly communicate. So almost every Mercado, we get our sales rep informed. And also we hold this into highly accountable. It just have a main reason to use the information accordingly. And I guess when you have that establishing the network and the trust and the rapport within the organization, things will become more easier. I think in order to make sense, one thing we discover for especially I would say Asian market, they would appreciate starting with a high level, more simple message with clinical result as a first step. So they don't want to see in general, I'm just speaking very, very in general sense. They just want to see as a high level, what is it about? And then once they acknowledge it, they also take the time and then they're ready for a bit more in-depth discussion. So the sales rep, for example, will go in, have a bit of booking their time to discuss the data. Probably it will spend at least like 10, 15 minutes minimum. I think it's even more important to really understand what physician or the user having the comment, or are they actually joining, the event or not, or do they engage and how long they stay on and the comment they make. And at the end, the most important is our sales rep collecting the feedback. It's a balance between, running a good quality program or we're running to get the business and we're really striking the balance. The core is always go back to the content. Do you have a good content or do you have a good topic to engage physician? And the experience of that education exchange. I think that is probably the best, I would say, measure you can have because if that works it will spread around the world, and also those physicians who are attending the event, they will be benefit out of it.